Hello, this is Westman. I wanted to teach a method I learned when I first started playing harmonica. I made a bunch of charts to help me remember all the different notes. And the way the chart works is the top squares are blows, and then the bottom squares are draws. You draw in, you breathe in, and so anyway, the first one is a C major, and you might remember it looks kind of like an arch. We're going to start on one blow. So you blow on the first hole there. Then on the same hole, you're going to draw in. Then on two, you're going to blow on that note as well. And then right across from that, you're going to go to three blow. And then the next note is going to be three draw. Three blow, three draw. And then you're going to want to learn how to go back down to. And here's how the whole scale sounds together. And if you want to keep going up in the next octave, you're just going to skip over draw 4. You don't want to play draw 4 at all. You can skip over blow 4 and draw 4. You just don't play the 4 hole at all. And then you're going to just start on the 5th hole and do everything that you've done within the arch there. And then if you want to go even higher, you're going to skip over the 8 hole and start on the 9 hole and do the same thing. So you want to skip over the 4 and 8 for this scale. That's the first octave starting on 1. Then the next octave starting on 5. And then the highest octave starting on 9. And that's the C major scale, which is also an A minor scale if you're going to start on the A note. It should be the draw 3. But the D minor scale is kind of like a staircase, like going outward. And it's going to start on draw 1 there. And then the next note is going to be right beside it. It would be draw 2. So draw 1, draw 2. Then we're going to do blow 3 to get the next note. Blow 3 is the G there. And then after that, you're going to do draw 3 on the same hole. That's blow 3 and draw 3. And then the final note will be on draw 4. Blow 4. And blow 4 is right there. Now you can use the blow 5. The blow 4 and blow 5 are both C notes, but for simplicity, to get the shape of a staircase, I'm just using blow 4. So here's how that would sound. And if you want to get in the next octave, you'd start on 5 draw. And then even higher, you start on draw 9. And for the E minor, instead of starting on the first hole. We're going to start on the second hole. We're going to do blow 2. Then the note right beside that, you're going to do blow 3. That's blow 2, blow 3. And then right above that, we're going to have draw 3. And the other two notes are right beside draw 3. You got draw 4 and draw 5. So you have all those notes are just right beside each other. And then you're going to want to learn how to do it back down. Then if you want to do it in the next octave, you're going to start on blow 6. And to go even higher, you'd start on blow 10. And that pretty much concludes it. You might note that the E minor scale is also like a staircase going the opposite way. And sometimes I use memory techniques, like memory athletes. They'll use these techniques to where they'll come up with a memory palace, like a place that you're very familiar with. You can easily remember the layout of the structure, like the house you grew up in, or your grandma's house, or your auntie's house, and you can remember where the couch was, and where the refrigerator was, and things like that. And but like I'll give you an example. Like the C major is like an arch. So when you're coming in on your front porch, you want to think of it as a giant arch of Swiss cheese. You know, the cheese with the little bubble pock marks in it. And, so you got this giant arch of Swiss cheese when you're walking in the door. And it's good to think of funny things or weird magical things that can happen. That way you can it'll help you solidify in your mind. So on your front porch, you have this giant arch of Swiss cheese over your head when you're walking into your front door. And then when you go into the living room, there's a staircase, and the staircase will be going out of your window up to the moon. So there's a staircase to the moon, all the way to the moon, coming out of your living room window, which is really weird, but that's how you can remember. D is the next pattern shape. And then for E minor, when you go into your kitchen, there'll be a ladder coming out of your refrigerator, and a bunch of little mice will be jumping around and eating all your food. The ladder. Or if you want to think of something more scary, you could have like giant rats. But I think little cartoon mice, like little Jerry from Tom and Jerry, would probably be preferable. Uh, Maybe less from nightmares. Anyway, but that's a good way to remember your scales if you want to use these patterns, is to use memory techniques and throw them into a place in your mind that you had been before, and you can just easily recall them right away. Like I say, the C major, it's like arch Swiss cheese on your front porch. And the D minor is in your living room. There's a staircase going out of the window to the moon, and then for the E minor, there's a ladder coming out of the refrigerator with little cartoon mice eating off all your food on it. And that concludes the lesson. If I hadn't mentioned it already, I'm using Easttop Forerunner. It's Easttop 1248 NV. I think it's the best the best harmonica for a beginner because it doesn't have any wind savers or valves that can stick. You don't have to sit around and constantly sit there and warm it to make sure the little plastic dilly bobs, the wind savers inside, don't stick. And it plays very easily and smoothly like a valved harmonica would. It's probably due to its kind of petite sandwich like nature. And thank you for watching, like, and subscribe if you like the channel.